killed for hearing Mugabe's scandal secret. An aide who heard a deathbed accusation from Mrs Mugabe's younger sister that the dictator's wife had a lover has been poisoned. As she lay on her deathbed in Harare last July, President Robert Mugabe's younger sister Sabina felt she could no longer keep a terrible secret. She had to let him know that she believed his wife Grace was having an affair with one of his closest friends. As Mugabe sat on her bed, with his senior bodyguard Conie at his side, she told him the whole story. She had always disliked Grace but had never been in a position to oppose her. Now that she realized she was dying, it appears she wanted to warn Mugabe about his wife and her lover. At first Mugabe did not want to believe it, but Sabina told him to ask his men and make up his own mind, said a state intelligence official. Quoting an account Sabina had related to them before he met a mysterious death. Mugabe left the meeting with Sabina devastated. It was maddening because he had encouraged the friendship and sometimes asked Grace to see the man to discuss mutual business matters, said an intelligence official. The news appears to have shattered Mugabe and sent his health into decline. The 86-year-old president looked haggard at Sabina's funeral. Grace, 41 years Mugabe's junior, is reported to have taken lovers before. Among them were Peter Pamire, who died in a mysterious car accident, and James Mugabe, one of Zimbabwe's richest businessmen, who is said to have been forced into exile by Dlathu Mugabe. Mugabe is said never to have completely trusted Grace again. The Mugabe's own marriage was founded on an adulterous relationship, but he had shown complete trust in her lover, a close family friend and indispensable pillar of the regime. Once he hears something like that, I think someone will go and meet God, said an intelligence official familiar with the saga, referring to the president's penchant for savage revenge. Mugabe acted soon after the funeral, sources claim. He summoned Sabina to establish the truth. Like other members of the state security services, he had heard rumors of the affair but had stayed quiet, knowing just how dangerous telling the truth could be. But questioned by Mugabe, he told his boss everything, according to officials who were ordered to interrogate him afterwards. At the end of August, Sabina's body was handed by security officials to his son, Welcome, for burial. No autopsy was performed. He had served as Mugabe's aide-de-camp for many years, and officials in the president's office let it be known that Mugabe was deeply shocked. It will be difficult for us to come to terms with this sad reality, said Robert Mugabe, the office's assistant director, at his funeral. We are not a murderous organization but peace-loving Zimbabweans who are determined to protect our country. His remarks stemmed speculation about foul play. But intelligence sources claimed last week that Sabina had been poisoned on Mugabe's orders. They claimed the killing was carried out after Mugabe had briefed Captain Banyang, the service's Director General. Mugabe wanted it hushed up at all costs, claimed a security official. A public scandal would be too humiliating. In addition, Mugabe concluded that Sabina had been the source of leaks about the president's deteriorating health. Mugabe hoped the secret of his wife's affair had been safely buried with Sabina. But there are rumblings of discontent within the state intelligence agency, where officers, already demoralized by low pay, have started talking. Last week several came forward with details of the alleged affair. They revealed that the two had become romantically attached in 2005, had been seeing each other regularly since then, and were planning a life together after Mugabe's death. When they could not find an excuse to meet in South Africa or further abroad, they met at Gushungo Dairy Estate, Grace's 2,500-acre farm, twice or sometimes 3 times a month. They also met at a private house in Harare belonging to a woman friend and business associate of Grace. They exchanged emails that one official privy to them described as explicit. One officer said he first became suspicious of Grace's love affair when he accompanied the man to Malaysia on official business. The man had been booked into the Sheraton Hotel in Kuala Lumpur, but quickly disappeared to the Berjaya Langkawi Beach and Spa Resort, on the island of Langkawi, where Grace was staying. The source said he and his colleagues thought nothing about it until they came to settle the hotel bill and found they were paying for a double room. Asked how he reacted, he said, "In our job we never trust anyone. Even those we are working with we don't trust. We saw and kept quiet. It is very sensitive." At the end of last year, he said, the couple had both stayed at the Cape Grace Hotel in Cape Town. "Ask me for another trip like that," Grace said in an email message seen by the official in his office. More details came from the workers at Grace's dairy farm. "At first I did not think anything was going on between them outside business because each time he came he brought money with him for the farm workers," said one. "But later on I started suspecting that something was going on. No one was allowed inside while they were there. After they left, we went back inside. At once it was clear the bedroom had been used even though the First Lady's bodyguards had tidied up. They had remade the bed but we could see the sheets had been used. And we noticed the perfume in the bedroom." Under Mugabe there have been many tales of intrigue and murder. The latest revelations promise to humiliate and enrage a man who goes to extraordinary lengths to crush enemies and suppress any rumors about his family life.